Hello, everyone. This is the Cricket Forum, your place for the latest news, views, rumors, and gossips in the world of cricket. Welcome and thank you for tuning in. Join you today. Join at this time. The news is in the third ODI between West Indies and Ireland. Ireland currently 51 for 1 after 10 overs. Chase now 53 now, 53 for 1 after 10 overs and 2 deliveries, chasing 213 to win. Another pathetic batting display by the West Indies. But today's show is brought to you by the Dealmaker store. If you are living in the Caribbean and you're thinking about purchasing a pre-owned motor vehicle, then the link is in the video description. Click on the link and purchase it from the Dealmaker store. Thank you, Dealmaker, for sponsoring today's show. So yes, the news is now Ireland have now moved on to 54 for 1, Hussein bowling to Matt Bryan. So please remember to slash a like on the video, share and subscribe. So 55 for 1, Hussein bowling to Matt Bryan. I was happy to see that Shepherd and Shepherd and Joseph. It was good to see that Shepherd and Joseph started the bowling innings for the West Indies, and they bowled very well. Shepherd got a wicket with his very first delivery, the first delivery of the innings. He got Potterfield out, caught at third man for no run. And in the very next over, with Ireland 1 for 1, Jason Holder dropped a dolly off Shepherd bowling. Sterling edged the first slip, comfortable height. Don't know what Holder was doing. The ball burst through his hand, and the chance went a begging. Matt Bryan has been hitting his on the helmet, and the doctor came out to do the concussion test, and he's still batting. Was it Shepherd or Joseph who knocked him? Yes, Joseph knocked him in his head. So it's the second time in the series that Matt Bryan have been hitting the head, or Dean Smith had hit him in the helmet in the first match. It was a loud appeal just now, not outside the umpire. No, time expired. They won't time expired. It won't review. So at the end of the 11th over, which was bowled by Hussein, 56 for 1. So Holder now is going to bowl his second over. 7 runs came off the first over. So I was happy to see Joseph and Shepherd being given the new ball. Shepherd bowled 3 good fast overs. I think he hit 146 per hour. Then Dean Smith came in and bowled a poor over, 4 wide, 1-6, a single. It went for 11. I don't know if the young man was trying too hard or what, but it was a poor over. It was all over the place. My guess that he was probably trying too hard because the total is such a small one. But Dean Smith is a bowler who is like that. He can be erratic sometimes. One of the things that the West Indies need to know as 4 runs, Holder down the leg side, easy for Sterling. He just clipped it away down to the 5-leg boundary for 4. So one of the things that somebody like Dean, what I've noticed is that when Dean is bowling, you can't be talking to him. You get flustered. You must allow him to just run in and bowl. Just give him the ball and bowl. If he bowls good, he'll get your wicket. If he doesn't bowl good, you take him off. But don't try to be telling him delivery after delivery what to do. He bowls rubbish at that time. That time, he just runs in and look where he's pitching the ball. When he's doing his own thing, he looks where he's pitching the ball. It was a poor over from Dean Smith. It was the 7th of the innings. Was the ball too new? Because there are some rumors, there are some suggestions that he doesn't bowl the new ball quite as well as he bowled the older ball. So I don't know. It was the 4th over of that ball because you know in white ball cricket they use 2 new balls, one from each end. So one for 25 overs and one for 25 overs for the other end. They use 2 new balls. So that ball was actually in its 4th over. Sterling on the back foot, just dabbing it down into the offside. The fielder comes in, no run. So 60 for 1. The 12th over, West Ireland chasing a meager 230. And that's the other thing too, you know. These young bowlers who will come under pressure will come under pressure. So when the total is small, bowler to cut away backward a point down to the 3rd man boundary. Odin comes off the boundary, fields and return to Oak, another single.
Across the innings, this young man prefers to bowl outside of the first power play. Struggled in the first 10 today with the ball.
So just talking about Odin, the same point that I'm making, that he prefers to bowl outside of the power play. The same point I'm making. That's the same point that Bishop is making. But while we're on it, the news, you know, we're a cricket channel. Matt Bryan flashes and miss outside the half stump ball went through to be taken by Hope.
Especially when
we're a cricket channel, but one of the big news: Novak Djokovic have been deported. Yes, deported. He has been deported from Australia, the anti-vaxxer, who said that he's not taking any vaccine and want to go into the people country to play the Australian Open. Hit away, will this be out? Will this be out? No, bounce and slowly check into the boundary. So Matt Bryan went over the top, over the offside.
He's been excellent, 65 for 1.
And the ball, you know, the golf ball, like a pitching wedge, but it just barely trickled into the boundary, over the offside. Older pitched up, the end of the 12th over, 65 for 1. So Older 2 overs, none for 16. Or do you need to come back and bowl a good, tight spell now that the ball is a bit older? Or it's probably still too new for him because, as I said, it is 6 overs. It's 12 overs, so each ball would have only been 6 overs. Probably Joseph need to come back to bowl 2. Let's see who's going to bowl now. So Novak Djokovic, not a cricketing item, but Novak Djokovic was deported from Australia. That means he cannot go back to Australia for the next 3 years. And even then, you don't know, probably will never want to go back to South Africa. His father said they tried to assassinate him. That's what Novak Djokovic's father said, that the Australian government tried to assassinate his son. I don't know which bar he was in.
Very good.
Yeah, he said that they tried to assassinate his son. Over 50 bullets were fired in his chest. I don't know if he probably was speaking figuratively because no gunshot was fired. I am so glad that the Australian government put Djokovic in the same detention center that they put the ordinary people. Want to violate the country. So he was punished properly. Here is coming. I'm going to cooperate with them to leave the country. He didn't have a choice. He has to cooperate. If he doesn't cooperate, he'll be put in handcuffed and dragged out. So for his own sake, he was to cooperate. Because without cooperation, you would be put in handcuffed and you would drag to the plane. Even if they have to kick your foot for you to walk or they lift you up. So it's for your own good that you did cooperate. So at least you're sensible. You liar prat. You're lucky you were not sent to prison for a year for falsifying information on the entry form. Djokovic is a liar and should have been in prison and should go to prison. What happened there?
It is a wonderful partnership.
Was that a 6?
73 from 82, filled with lovely strokes.
Let's see what happened there.
This was a beauty.
Sterling, Hussein to Sterling, down the pitch.
On the ground, opening up the offside. Not trying to hit it too hard. Stay leg side of the ball.
Through the covers. Good shot. Good shot. Older drop Sterling and North. Older drop a Dolly and North. Now Sterling is 44 from 35 deliveries. He's turning it on. Hussein to Sterling. Oh, covers up. With a little panache. With a little style. Ease the ball down to a short mid on older field. Nice. This is nice from Sterling and Matt Bryan. 73. So I guess the partnership is 73 because Potterfield was out of the first delivery. Hussein again, left arm spin, round the wicket, bowl to, oh, that's a good delivery. It have Sterling reaching forward, it touched down and middle and half and then turns and beat the outside edge. Good delivery. That was a good delivery. Just about, it touched down about the half stump, coming in, and then it pitch and turns away. It straightens and beat the outside edge. Oh, collect. Good delivery. That's a good comeback from Hussein, who have so far bowled. This is the final delivery of his third over. He has now bowled 21 runs have gone off his bowling thus far. Odin Simic needs to come back and bowl a very, very good tidy spell. Joseph needs to come back too. You need Joseph now. Bowl again. That one taken apart. Lord appeal. Not outside the umpire.
Whenever he's touched the ball down within the stumps, he spins it enough.
It's probably too high. It's probably too high. Pollard gone for it. I think it's probably too high, but it gone for it. It seems to touch down and middle stump to me, but it seems like it's gonna miss. There was an umpire's call, which the umpire ruled not out. When Shepherd was bowling to Matt Bryan, it touched down on the middle stump. It hit him in line, but it would have missed the leg stump. So no edge involved. This hit him in line, and what I think is going over. It hit him above the pad, but the back is a short man, and the foot was bent. He's a short man. This is going to be very interesting.
There is no bat involved.
I think it going over, as I said, but it definitely pitch in line. It hit him in line. Very interesting. Let's see what happened. Is this a South Africa thing? Is Super Sport? Is the broadcast partner Super Sport? Oh, well, Super Sport said Archive is an independent entity. They have nothing to do with Archive. They just broadcast the image. So let's see. Pitch in line, over the top. Oh, it is out! He's out! Good decision, Pollard. Well done. So Sterling gone. Leg before to Hussein. Comes, yes. Well done. Good review. So Sterling gone. 73 now for 2. Good wicket, West Indies.
A good comeback. He gets Sterling for the second match in a row.
So yes, very well. Good decision. Good decision. Hitting the top of off. It looks to me like it was going to go over, but it wasn't a Cape Town decision. It was a Sabina Park decision. No bounces in the pitch. No bounces in the pitch. Well done. No bounces in the pitch. So Paul Sterling, who was dropped on North by Rowan Holder, is now out leg before for 44. Is out now leg before wicket for 44. Leg before for 44. That's a little bit of rhyming there, eh? So he's out leg before for 44. Sterling out leg before for 44. So Ireland are 73 for 2. So a glimmer of hope for the West Indies. They still need another 140. This is cricket. How Tector and how Matt Bryan and the West Indies could be just being some business. 100 for 4. Things will look good. I think that's what the West Indies should be targeting. 100 for 4. So they are 73 for 2. It's the end of the 13th over. So 1 for 21 for Hussein from 3 overs. So if they bat out the overs, they're going to make the runs. The thing is here is that they are 73 for 2. West Indies need to get another 2 wickets for about 20-25 runs, and they are in business. So if West Indies can get 2 for 25 from here, they are in business. And that's how they probably need to look at it. If they have them around 100, 105, 110 for 4, they are in business. preferably 110 for 5 or 98 for 4. 98 for 410 for 5. That would be good. 1 bring 2. That's what they always say in cricket, and sometimes wickets fall in cluster, just like what is happening to the West Indies. So the big news coming out yesterday, the big news coming out last night, Sunday Australia time, but last night Jamaica time, was Djokovic being asked to leave. He was escorted to the plane by federal officers. So he's talking about he's going to cooperate. He has to cooperate. He was escorted to the plane. The federal officers go on the plane with him to ensure that he's on it. I don't know if they flew to Abu Dhabi, Dubai. They say he went on an Emirates airline to Dubai, and from there he'll probably fly to Serbia. I hope that he's home by now. He should go to jail, because he falsified information. He falsified information and an entry form. But this is the cricket channel. This is the cricket forum. Kohli stepped down as captain for India. Yes. Kohli has stepped down as a test captain for India. He said, "What boy, is 7 years of stress, relentless pressure, and all the things." And he think at this time it was the right time to step down. And Cricket India have thanked him. Thank him for his contribution. Oh, they're replaying it. The top of half stump. The entire ball hitting the top of half stump. So, yes, sir. Yes, this is a good call. Joseph coming back. I think he should have bowled another over, but I think Savannah Park is very hot. The sun is blazing down. So this will be an interesting spell. Kohli stepped down as India's cricket captain. A bumper wide. Well, they're wide. Yes, wide. So good start. 137K. Good start by Joseph. It's a bumper, it's a wide, but it's to Matt Bryan. So Matt Bryan must expect that. He's gonna pitch up a ball to him shortly and hope that ball get the wicket. So Tector giant Matt Bryan at the crease, and Tector is really the big bat. He's a 22-year-old. He was talking that they were looking forward to this match because they know that they have the beating of the West Indies and they should have been 2-0 up already. Oh, sure, there were good feeling there. Number 66, that's Greaves. Well, he has done something well at gully. Yes, Greaves. Well done, Greaves. There's a short ball outside the half stump. Batsman stand up tall and guide it away to the right of gully. Greaves 2 step to his right, then pull out the dive and stopped it, roll over, return it to the keeper, no run. So Joseph working up some steam here. So Joseph to Matt Bryan. Hedge? No. Oh, you know when the batsman practice that they leave the ball alone after it passes? That's what Matt Bryan just did. But it whizzed past the outside edge through to Joseph. There's no run. Good work here by Joseph. He's working up some pace here. So Tector is averaging over 100 in the series. He got out one time so far, right? So he's averaging over 100 runs in the series. So the BCCI, Joseph, to Matt Bryan, a short ball, he ducks on that. That won't be a wide. That's dead over the stump. Good work this by Joseph. 141. He's working up some pace. So the BCCI have said that they have thanked Kohli for his service and they appreciate everything that he has done. And Kohli has said that it was 7 years of relentless work and he's happy to have led India. And all the nice pleasantries have been said. Again, there's the same thing, touching down that hard length. Matt Bryan playing and missing and then shaping as if he wanted to pull away the bat. So it's the same procedure. That hard length, back of the length, passes the outside edge. So 74 for 2. I won't be with you for the entire match, but Australia cricketers, what a full team is England. Australian cricketers are actually literally laughing at the English cricket. Oh, another bumper. That's a good one. That's a good one. How that miss him? How that miss him? That dead over Miguel stump, it just barely missing. I sure Matt Bryan is thinking, oh, look at that. Wow. Oh, my God. He must be thinking about his family.
Just about head height.
Oh, my God.
Standing in his normal
I am worried for Matt Bryan. Joseph.
well, though.
At the top of his mark. It's like a prayer. Matt Bryan is doing the wrong thing. He's trying to let the bowler rest. He hasn't yet second. He's seconds now. Joseph begins to move in. Up to the wicket, past the umpire. Oh, another one. Dead over Miguel Stump. He ducked on it this time. That was an easier leave. 144K. Very good from Joseph. Aggressive. This is what you want from Joseph and Smith. You know? This is what you want from Joseph and Smith. Sure, Hussein is going to bowl the next over. So, Australian cricketers, they literally, especially the second day, it was a joke. They were literally laughing at the English team. Both Rory Burns and David Malan edged the ball and they did not appeal. Right? They were saying, but again, man. Serious thing I tell you, you know. Test cricket. Australia playing England, the Ashes, the most prestigious test series on earth. One of the most competitive head-to-head clash in any sport, in any country, at any time. And David Malan edged the ball. Australia did not appeal. Rory Burns hedged the ball. Australia did not appeal. That's the joke they took it for. Warner drop a catch and they laugh. Yeah, they dropped 2 catches off the same batsman. Who was the batsman? I know it was a stroke. They only laugh. But Warner drop a catch and they laugh. I think the keeper also drop a catch. Usman Khawaja drop a catch. Usman Khawaja and David Warner drop catch and they just laugh it off. They just said these guys are puppet. So they made 303 in their first innings and bowled out England for 188. Then Mark Hood produced a spell of his life and got 6 for spit in the second innings to bowl out Australia for 155. And everybody was saying, no, that England have a chance. And the Burns and Zach Crowley started well. They put on a good half-century partnership, but then all 10 wickets fell for less than 70 runs to be bowled out for 124 in their second innings. Australia winning by, I think, 144 runs. So 303 and 155, and England 188 and 124. It was a joke. It was embarrassing to English cricket. The founder of the game, the nation who has been credited for inventing the game of cricket, has been embarrassed dog under. 75 for 2. It's saying, whoa, straight. Could Hussein have catch that? Hussein toss one up, Matt Bryan down the wicket and hit it straight. I'm wondering if Hussein could not have catch it. Let's see. Let's see from the replay. Down the pitch. The umpire has to duck and you're a spinner. You should have catch that. The umpire has to duck and you're a spinner. You should have catch that. Hussein again to Matt Bryan. Down the leg side. Tick away. Behind square. The fielder comes off the boundary. Odin Simmet. That's Odin Simmet runs around to his left at backward square leg and send the return in. So 80 for 2. That's the end of the 15 over. You know, I wasn't so, I didn't watch that over as much as I would used to. 6 runs off the over, yes. The 4 and 2 singles. Tector is on 1, McBride is on 26, 80 for 2. Yes, the English cricketers were mocked, they were laughed at. Can you imagine David Warner dropping a catch? And it's like nothing. They were laughing. Usman Khawaja drop a catch, nothing. They were laughing. Warren Burns edged the ball behind. They did not appeal. David Malan edged the ball behind. They did not appeal. Like they're saying, bat again. Like his primary school, Joseph to McBride eases it into the cover, gets a single. He must be very, very happy that he comes off strike. That ball was just below the waist, back of the length, just below the waist. He eased it into the offside. So Joseph in his 5th over, 1 for 9. So 4 overs and 1 ball, and Joseph is now 1 for 9. He's really working up a little bit of pace here. He's really, really bowling good. Very impressive from Joseph.
Largely lost in the West Indies in recent times. Batsmen tend to allow bowlers to bowl at them.
What? That's very good.
Business of scoring runs more difficult.
That's very good. That's outside the half stump. The batsman just leave.
As I was saying before, if you give the bowler something to think about, he's not bowling at a stationary target.
But England win a match today. Yes, the under-19 team easily beat Bangladesh. They bowled out Bangladesh for 97, and they replied by scoring 98 for 3. That's the first ball of the 25th over. So they won off the first ball of the 25th over. So Bangladesh were bowled out for 97, and they reply with 98 for 3. So England won a cricket match. Yes, England won a cricket match today. They bowl out Bangladesh under-19 World Cup taking place in the Caribbean. They bowled out Bangladesh for 97, and England reply with 98 for 3. I think that's a Mendes from Australia, from Sri Lanka does it. This is Joseph, the Tector. That one took him on his body. He runs down behind square into a leg gully region. The keeper comes across, picked up, and they go through for a leg by. So Joseph, 4 overs, 4 deliveries, 1 for 9. So McBride to face Joseph. Wonder if they gave him that single to bowl to McBride. Probably. Yes, so the Australian youngster, his name slipped me now, but I'll tell you his name in a future video. But he bowled left arm spin and right arm off break. Left arm orthodox spin and right arm off break. Yes, and he's a very good bowler. He got 3 wickets. Again, he got 3 wickets.
Batsman is unlikely to make an error at something.
He got 3 wickets. Another short delivery. McBride ducks.
Got a lot more selective.
He put away the pull stroke. He put away the hook stroke. He gets so many hits. So, yes, the youngster bowl right arm off break and left arm orthodox spin. If he's bowling to a right hander, it appears that he bowls the left arm orthodox spin, because that's what I saw in the match against the West Indies. And he bowled right arm off spin to the left hander. They say that Mendes from Sri Lanka is like that too. So there are 2 bowlers going around in World Cup. Oh, he almost ducked into that one. Yes.
82 for 2.
At 140k, this guy's in trouble. He's not looking at the ball. It appears that he was ducking even before the ball was delivered, and he almost ducked right into it because that ball was outside the half stump, and because he's ducking, he ended up closer to the ball than he should have. So that was serious. West Indies need to get wickets in a cluster, just like how Ireland got their wicket in a cluster. That's what West Indies need to do. So England won a match. England won a match. They under 98 for 3 off 25.1 over after bowling out Bangladesh for 97 in the ICC Under-19 World Cup in the West Indies. So they won a match, but they are an embarrassment down under. An embarrassment. Down under, they are an embarrassment. And
pulled out.
So Hussein to continue. But they were laugh at miserable, man. They were toy with. They were toy with, absolutely toy with. Even today when Cummins were cleaning up, they weren't Australia were not celebrating the English wickets. They were not celebrating. It became embarrassing and boring. They were not celebrating the English wicket. They are also a win today for Sri Lanka. Yes, Sri Lanka beat Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, I think, make 296 off their 50 overs. This is an international ODI. Well, ODI, one-day international between Zimbabwe and Sri Lanka. Zimbabwe batted first and made 296. A young man, somebody named Sean Williams. And Sean Williams, I have a very good friend named Sean Williams when I was growing up. He left for the United States when I was in high school. But Sean Williams and I used to live at the same house. I used to board at his parents' house. That's a young man that used to board at his parents' house in Clarendon. We went to the same school together, and I used to board at his mother and my mother's used to teach at the same school, and I used to board with them for ease of transportation to school. So I boarded with them. Sean Williams. No, he would be late, early 50s. He should be about 50 years old now. So it's not him. So Sean Williams made exactly 100 runs today for Zimbabwe in their total of 296 for 9 off their 50 overs. Hussein to Matt Bryan. Good feeling. Will they get a single? Yes, they go for a quick single. He eases it away down to like a wide middle, and the bowler came across but couldn't prevent the single. It hit his hand and then run away, and he couldn't prevent the single. Yes, so 296 for 9 after their 50 overs, with Sean Williams making exactly 100. I think Kurante, something like that, cleaning up. You know the Sri Lanka's name are hard to call, but he was bowled for exactly 100. And Chanimal and Nisanka both made 75 as Sri Lanka chased it down and were 300 for 5. They won it in the 48 overs and 3 balls. So yeah, they won it in the 49 overs. They had 9 deliveries remaining at the end of the match. That was saying 1 for 34, 4.4 overs. Pollard looking miserable. But man, like Pollard is a bully, you know. Intimidate and a bully. But him can't bully Ireland. Him can only bully West Indies players. I don't think Pollard should be captain in West Indies team, and Phil Simmons should go. There's a lot of corruption in West Indies cricket. You know? There's a lot of corruption. Good stop at short mid-wicket. Good stop. Who's that? Oh, Pollard, the big man. Good stop. I don't like him, but he made a good stop, so I have to say it's a good stop. I don't like Pollard. I know that he doesn't care that I said I don't like him. I know that. So it doesn't matter, but he made a good stop. Then Pollard and Simmons is destroying West Indies cricket. Down the pitch by Matt Bryan, high over the top. Will somebody take the catch?
Wow, that is absolutely dreadful fielding. Alzari Joseph and O'Dean Smith. It looked like they're always going to collide. There was no communication between long on and long off, and in the end, Spills the catch, and I'm going to get back for 2. 17 overs bowled, 91 for 2.
Nobody shot. O'Dean Smith and Romario Shepherd both have their eyes on the ball, and nobody shot them, and they collide and the ball drop. What happened there? Let's see who got their hand to the ball. So Matt Bryan down the wicket. Was it Matt Bryan or Tector? Matt Bryan down the wicket to Hussein. Hit the ball high in the air. Joseph and O'Dean Smith charge. Here we go now.
This should have been caught. Total miscommunication between these two. Nobody shouted.
Straight down the middle. Both of them looking at the ball. Let's see.
Both just charging for it and met up with the ball at about the same time. I think Alzari Joseph saw Smith out the corner of his eye just before He caught it or tried to catch it, and there's the collision. Not going well for the West Indies today at all.
So it was dropped by Joseph, but Smith have pulled out earlier.
Another short, there's another wide. This is getting a bit repetitive here from Alzarri Joseph. The average length he's bowled in this innings is 9.5 metres. The shortest he's ever bowled in an ODI innings. I'm all for trying to exploit a batter's potential weakness, but this is just overkill from the West Indies.
That's it's Pollard's fault why that catch dropped. If I was a captain on that team, I'm shouting Joseph catch. And if Smith doesn't pull out, he doesn't play the next match. Good shot, deliver this Tector on his hand. Flash it, boy.
It's not sure. There's been too many balls ballooning over the batter's head. This is a good aggressive
flash it. Ball. Yes, flush on the gloves.
Much better and nice and straight.
So 92 for 2 should really have been 89 for 3. But it's Pollard's fault. Again, it's Pollard's fault. That's what captain does. Captain make decision. The two young men are running in with their eyes on the ball. Pollard, the captain, must shout Joseph catch. That's what I would have done. Another short ball outside the half stump. The batsman leave it alone.
2.5 games now, the West Indies in the field. Every game they've been pretty ordinary. It's been lots.
I don't know. The commentator said West Indies field is poor. The camera is pin on Odin Smith, and then it goes to Simmons.
I think Ireland fielded well. They put down catches too.
Who's murmuring? But that one is down on the captain, you know. That one is down on the captain. The captain who is an intimidating presence on the field. If he shout Joseph catch, Smith have to pull out. Smith can't say he doesn't hear the captain shouting. I don't know, but somebody.
Joseph, Alzarri Joseph catch all day long. And Odin Smith doesn't get out of the way, doesn't call, nothing. Just absolute calamity. And then Ireland sneak an extra run as well.
And Smith just kept coming. So there was just no communication. No one said a word.
This is not good.
Lovely timing. Technique perfect. Head position beautiful.
This is not good. Whipped away through square leg. Dead through square leg for a single by Tector. 94 for 2.
Moments we'll call them. This is Craig Young. This is absolute dolly. Big fast bowler, backward point. Curtis Camp for a long. This should have been snaffled. Cost Ireland a few runs. In, out. Jason Holder watches it all the way into the hands, punches it. And this is probably the worst of them all. Alzarri Joseph and Odin Smith making an absolute mess of it together. Three-match series. Both sides have put down 7 catches. 14 minutes.
This is not good. This is not good. This is not good.
Opportunities.
And it's not good from Odin Smith. Odin Smith should have left the ball to Joseph. That ball should clearly have been left to Joseph. This is not good from Odin Smith. This is not good. It is not good from him. It is not good from Odin Smith. That ball should have been left. You are on the offside. The ball was hit to the onside. Although it was down the middle, but it was more to the onside than to the offside. So it should have been Joseph catch every day. I don't know if both of them were focused on the ball, and that's why maybe it's not good from Odin Smith. But I think the big intimidating Pollard, who's like a monster and a bully, should have been a bully there. He should have been a bully and shout Joseph catch. The monster, the bully who is Pollard should have shout Joseph catch. They try to manipulate, intimidate, and be a bully. And when you need to be a bully, you are not a bully.
Incredible. No
You should have shouted Joseph catch. It was poor from Odin Smith. It was poor. But the skipper should have also shouted Joseph catch. He should have shouted that. So this is poor. So Joseph, 5.4 overs, 1 for 13. 2 wide ball and 3 wide deliveries in this over. So Ireland, no ball from Joseph. So the wheels is coming off. The wheels are coming off, and the wheels are coming off because we do not have a captain. We have a bully. Pollard is on the screen. The camera panned on him. The wheels are coming off because the West Indies does not have a captain. They have a bully. It's a bully the West Indies have. That's why. Karen Pollard is a bully. He is not a captain. And that is why the team is playing like this, because there's a bully.
Joel Wilson, Karen Pollard, we've got there in the end. He was an inch in front of square.
So what does that mean here?
The West Indies need to put it together now. Calm down. Get some discipline.
So it's not a no ball. Shut up, Jeffrey Dujan. You don't know what you're talking about.
It's been way too easy to come by.
Jeffrey Dujan, he doesn't follow cricket. He played test cricket and he was a very good cricketer. He was a very good test cricketer, very good wicket-keeper batsman, one who I enjoyed watching a lot, and he's a West Indies legend. There's no doubt about his prowess. But when it comes to analyze the game, when it comes to show a knowledge of the game and what is actually taking place in the game, Dujan is a dunce. He doesn't know what is going on.
Short ball to finish.
Dujan cannot talk you through a technique. If the wicketkeeper is doing something, I ask Dujan to analyze what the wicketkeeper do. He can't explain. A great wicketkeeper as he was, and there's no doubt, Dujan have given us many pleasurable moments, and he's a West Indian legend. And I remember him flicking Ezra Moses while playing for Jamaica against Barbados. Flicking Moses high over the bleachers. That time it was the bleachers at Sabina Park. The standard ran alongside South Camp Road, high over the bleachers into the road. I can't remember if it went into Alpha Girls School, but it was a magnificent shot that Sunday afternoon. I always remember that. I remember a square cut that he played. I think of the same bowler that same Sunday when Jamaica was chasing over 400 runs against Barbados at Sabina Park. He's a marvelous batsman, a marvelous cricketer, a legend of the game. But an analyst is rubbish. He's rubbish. I wouldn't pay Dujan to analyze a cricket match. So Ireland need another 118 runs from 32 over.
What would be, if it happens, a historic victory?
Chase, you have Chase to bowl. I think symmetry. Although this is a problem now with Pollard.
They've got some guys down the low order if needed.
18 overs gone.
But know their game. West Indies need a couple of rattles in quick succession.
Hussain to bowl. Simit ball 1 over for 11 runs with the newer ball.
Yes, he just
bring back the man with the older ball and see what is going to happen. But he will never bring him back. And that ball grip and turn again from Hussain, who should have the wicket of Matt Bryan in his previous over. That ball drifts in. It did a turn away, it drifts in. Hope stand up tall and took the ball below his knee. He's not concentrating. So Joseph Older is at first slip. Hussain round the wicket, bowled short of a length, turning toward the offside, stroke it down to mid wicket. The fielder come off the boundary, return it 1 bounce to the keeper. So Tector just standing up tall and just slow turn off the pitch and just easing that ball.
He has to.
Easing that ball. Let's
Looking to get the ball
see if we can.
off the balls from Aki.
96 for 2. At the end of this over, I'm going to take a short break. I will try to see if I can carry this through to the end. Once I continue to get feed here, because sometimes these feed just goes. But at the end of this over, I'll see if I can carry this right through to the end. So I'm going to get I need to charge. I need to charge my laptop. So I need to charge the laptop. But at the end of this over, I'll get the charger and set it up so that I can do the charging. So Matt Bryant shaping to play the ball on the offside, get the inner edge, and the ball's trickled away through mid-wicket. The fielder comes off the boundary while Pollard run backs from mid-wicket. But while all of that was happening, they got a single. The score moves up now to 97 for 2. So Ireland in chasing 213 to win the third and final ODI against the West Indies and win the series 2-1, are present at 97 for 2 in the 19 over, chasing 213. Hussein is it? His fifth delivery. Round the wicket, bowl to the right-handed Tector was forward, ease the ball down to a short mid-wicket. The bowler feels good back up there from Pollard. The bowlers feel and try to run out the batsman at the bowler's end, but they go through easily for the single in the end. So the score move up now to 98 for 2. So the bully Pollard, the bully, the intimidator, the manipulator, the businessman, is not a captain. He's not a captain. A good captain would have shouted, and Mark Odin Smith did rubbish, but a good captain would have shouted. A good captain would have shouted, Joseph catch.
4 off the over, 99 for 2.
99 for 2, 19 gone, chasing 113, 213.
Required from 186 deliveries with 8 wickets in hand. That's why you've heard that Ireland are in the driver's seat. The game is a strange game that
Shepherd is back.
Sometimes proven beyond prediction. Shepherd needs to come up with a good spell for the men in maroon.
So Shepherd is back for his fifth over. Shepherd.
I think when you look at the bowling figures as well, Darren, Ireland,
McBrien is in there in that one. That touching on that test mat length. Top of middle stump, top of half stump, McBrien in there in it. It would have gone over the stump, but it's a length that you have to play. Good line, first delivery. Wasn't a bad spell.
Shepherd bowled a really good first spell. It's had a good series. Cross seam again.
So Shepherd into McBrien. It pulls that away down to fine leg. Simmet fields and return it. Good return. He's so strong. He just love it. You must try Simmet again.
So far, top 2, Joseph and Shepherd. We've all seen. They're the ones that look like they could get that breakthrough. Ben Smith did not start too well, but he'll have a part to play with his speedy action.
Shepherd to Tector outside the half stump. Was that a wide?
At the moment, the Pacers.
No, not a wide. So Shepherd have a good series, you know. He have a good series. He got 3 wickets in the first match. He made a half century in the second match. He got a wicket also in the second match. And now he has bowled. This is his fifth over. It's a third, 4.3 over. This is a fourth delivery. Bowl, and that one is tucked away. Come across the chance. Oh my God! There's a chance for a run out. Hussein came across shy at the stump. The batsman was well out of his ground. But in the end, they completed the single. Well backed up in the offside. So it was a shortish delivery, hip height. Wow, he would have gotten that. It didn't miss by far. He had one stump to aim at though, but it didn't miss by far. The batsman would have well shot. It was a shortish delivery, hip height, tucked away to square leg. Hussein, who was forward a square, came across, picked up. The batsman went through for the single, and it was a misjudged single, but they got it in the end. He came across, shy at the stump, misses. He had only one stump to aim for, but he misses. It was backed up in the offside. They got the single. Shepherd next delivery was to McBride. It was short, the same tactics, down the leg side. It was a wide, so the score moves on to 202 for 2. Shepherd having a good series. To McBride, in again, outside the half stump, cut away, backward off point, the fielder on the boundary comes in, field and return on the bunks to the keeper, who misses the return and backed up in the onside, no further run. So 103 for 2. So Shepherd, as I said, he's having a good series. He got 3 wickets, 3 for 50, 3 for 50 in the first match. He made a half century in the second match. He had a catch dropped in his first over. He is in now. Oh, Tector give him the charge and he goes short. Is this a wide? No wide. So good returns for Shepherd so far. That was 135k. 5 overs, none for 22. Will it be Chase or will it be Odin? Odin needs to come back. With the Ola ball, he needs to come back. And what this is telling us now that Odin should not bowl until the ball is at least 10 overs. That is my view. So now that the ball is 20 overs gone, now that the ball is 10 overs, I think he should come back. I think it's time for him to come back.
For me, across the global game, and it's been historical, but just narrowed down.
It looks like him. Pollard himself going to bowl.
Games of cricket across formats across the world. We've seen some really good stories. South Africa defeating India the other day. India overturning Australia in Australia.
Pollard ball is going to travel. Let's see.
Australia redeeming themselves.
So the bully,
the Ashes.
The official captain of the West Indies side, the manipulator, the intimidator, the businessman, the controller.
Watching the Under-19 World Cup.
Let's see what he can bring to the table.
Finger spinner, well, I think Radhakrishnan, who was so bowling against the West Indies. Could get 2.
He's into the offside. The fielder comes off the boundary. And again,
a prototype of Kamindo Mendes, who plays for Sri Lanka, bowls for the left hand, bowls to the right hand. Baby de Villiers playing for South Africa. He looked everything like AB de Villiers. Such wonderful talents around the globe coming through, as Harry Tector did in his time in Under-19 World Cups.
So the ball was stroked through the offside. The fielder came around the boundary. It was Simit. And they got 2. This return hit the stump, but the batsman was well home. So old Pollard, his second delivery to bowl to McBride. Up to the wicket and bowl to McBride. McBride just ease it into the offside. Straighter this time. Straighter to the fielder. So it's only a single. And this field is poor now.
Like you said, because his countryman AB de Villiers. Sometimes I wonder the young system.
So 106 for 2. Ireland is cruising to victory here. It's cruising to victory.
Darren Bravo, I remember back in 20.
You see, Simit over went for 11 runs. But Simit is a genuine match winner, you know. Simit will come on and bowl over right now and get 2 wickets and change this match. But the bully, the manipulator, the Dan Gargan, the captain, the businessman, the intimidator is in bowl to Tector. Outside the half stump, ease the ball down to Kohli, no run.
Who they want to be like in this West Indies setup?
What is bowling? At 100 or below 100? Let's see. He maps his brow and polishes away. He makes his way in, the bully. Passes the umpire and ball to Tector. Short outside the half stump. He just eases the ball away. Forward of square. That can't get no wicket, you know. That can't get no wicket. He will bowl over for 6 runs or 7 runs. But I'm telling you, if they are not going at Pollard, they can't get any wicket. The speed of ODI will get wicket. It will force batsmen to play a shot that they don't want to play. And so you get wicket. That's why fast bowlers get wicket. What? The little lollipop that Pollard is bowling won't get any wicket. It's not like the other night in the night in bowl a short ball and the man and try to win the ball match with a 6. It's a different thing this. It's that lollipop won't get any wicket. Oh, the ball roll to the keeper. That's why the batsman missed it. It rolled to the keeper. 102 kilometers per hour. And it looks like it was his effort ball.
And that's a problem for some of the lower ranked full members. But someone like a Harry Tector, I'm sure he would want to play more test cricket and 1 or 2 others. Otherwise, what is the point of having a first-class system in your country and working to develop it if he does not get to ply his trade?
Older to McBride. Oh, hold the ball. Pollard ball a bumper. Pollard ball a short ball, lob 100 kilometers per hour. Pollard ball a short ball, lob 100 kilometers per hour. I have a good friend named Anthony Kepper. He must be fuming now. He must be fuming. He must be saying that this is a joke. He must be looking at this and saying, what's going on? So Hussein 1 for 40 from 6 and Joseph 1 for 13 from 6. That second spell from Joseph was a little up and down. McBride should have outdoor.
You're being very modest, Darren, because your teams that won those World Cups
107.
inspired a number of regional players.
107.
Yes,
So Simit is still on the book.
When I asked this question, that T20 format.
Shepherd. And that ball is through wide long on left of the short mid wicket by Tector. Shepherd is it. Batsman just stand up straight and just punch it. Just ease it away. And they got a single. Mid on goes to his right, runs back a little field, and during that time, the batsman crossed for a single. Ireland have now moved on to 108 for 2. So they're 108 for 2. McBride and strike to face up to Shepherd. Shepherd on his way, passes the umpire, ball to McBride, short, ducks underneath it, goes through to the keeper. They're peppering McBride at a number of short delivery. That was 135k. Probably need to get it up to 145, which Odin Simit is capable of. While Joseph is able to bowl the new ball at 145, 146, Odin Simit is able to bowl the old ball at 145, 146. I'm looking forward to another spell from Odin Simit. So Shepherd is again on his way, passes the umpire and ball to McBride. McBride short again. McBride tries to swing this away, mistimed it. It triggers to mid-on. The fielder comes across field, no run. Hussein is a fielder at mid-on. So another short ball, McBride went on the pull. It got the inner portion of the bat and just trickled away to mid-on. And there was no run. So Shepherd again, over the wicket, ball to McBride. Oh, that's a good bumper. He pulled out of the pull shot at the last moment. Was shaping to pull, but that one whistled past the grill. whistle past the grill. So they're going short to McBride here today. It must be a decision that was made in the changing room. They are going short to him. So Ireland 108 for 2. We are in the 25th, the 22nd over, the fourth delivery of the 22nd over. Shepherd makes his way in again, up to the wicket and ball to Mac. Short again, he's on the pull, he hit this away down behind square. Brooks comes off the boundary. Jason Older comes off the boundary field and another single.
He was ranked the #1 all-rounder in Test match cricket, so I'm sure he would have inspired a couple coming through the system.
So 24, none for 24 from 5.5. So the final delivery of Shepherd 6th over to be bowled. So Shepherd gone 6 out of the first 20. Hussain gone 6. And Joseph gone 6. Pollard need to give up the ball to Simit or Chase. He needs to. Shepherd to Tector on the stump. Good delivery. The batsman covers up. Shepherd step to his right and field. So the end of Shepherd 6th over, the end of the 22nd of the Ireland innings. Ireland 109 for 2. McBride on 38, Tector on 13, chasing 213 to win. They need another 104 runs to win. So Ireland are cruising to victory here. They're cruising to victory. At least they're doing better than England. I don't think Pollard should be bowling. West Indies cannot win the match with Pollard bowling. It's foolishness. You have to lose with Odin Simit. If Simit is playing, you have to lose with him. And that's why the cameras keep panning onto him. He bowled 1 over for 11 runs. He bowled 1 over for 11 runs. So let's watch Pollard over. So McBride just ease it down to mid on, to long on. Simit comes off the boundary.
I think you need to get him into the game.
Yes, and you should not look at that solitary over he bowled in the power play. Now it's a different stage of the game where he has the protection. Don't write him off completely because he's one that could come in and make something happen for you.
Pollard cracks away, be forward a square, down to the man on the cover boundary who fields another single.
I think it was important.
So Pollard bowling from the
some pressure.
is running in from the hills, from the northern end of the ground. He's running in from the northern end of the ground. That's where the newsstand is running in from the newsstand end. Well, he's jogging in. The intimidator is jogging in. The manipulator is jogging in. Good stop at back of the point. That should have been 4, but Brooks, number 13, made a good stop down to his right.
Yes, McBride. It's the first time
McBride on 39.
in 3 consecutive ODIs.
Tector on 14. McBride never bat 3 in his life yet, but he has batted 3 this entire series. Round the wicket. Let's see what that is. 100? The speed gun never worked. 102. They are slow. The producer probably know that I'm waiting on him. So that's 100. I'm toning down the energy because I'm trying to go to the end of the match. So I'll be probably here for another hour. So I can't go hard. I want to go to the end of. I want to go to the end of the match, see if I can see this through. So 111 for 2. Pollard not going to get any wicket. This type of bowling not going to get any wicket. They're just going to milk him. Again, off the back foot, easy to back with a point. No run. Brooks field.
got
But-
time. They've got overs Ireland. But
Yes, the thing about it, even if Pollard bowled 10 over for 20 runs, what is how that is going to help? Because the run rate they required at this time 3.75 runs per over to win.
no pressure.
Pollard can't win a match bowling for the West Indies. He can't. He might get a wicket here and there and break a partnership, but he can't win a match. You have to lose with people like Smith. So
1-1-1.
Shepherd gone 6, Joseph gone 6, Hussain gone 6, Smith gone 1, Older gone 2. Older is really down on pace. Lose with Smith. Make Smith go for 12, 20 runs in the next over. But lose with him. 102 required. So that means Ireland is on Nelson. 1-1-1 for 2. And they need 102. So 1-1-1, they need 102. Is that a little bit of rhyming or something? So they need 102
Required rate very
from 27 overs. Just 3.75. Less than 4 runs per over. So when Pollard come in, Pollard come in and bowl in his lollipop at 100 and 102 kilometers. I know a man like Keppel might be going crazy. Well, this is even better. It's better Chase bowl. Chase get 5 wickets in cricket or something now and then, you know.
so badly.
He got 5 wickets in even test cricket. I know in a test cricket now, man now rush nothing. And he can get 5. So maybe he can get a 5 wicket here. So Chase, and this is the time Chase should be bowling now. The thing about it, you know, if West Indies had batted properly and Ireland was chasing like 300, it's Chase and Hussain probably be bowling now, you know, because you'd have a spell from each of the 4 fast bowlers. So now it would be Chase and Hussain. And that cut away, not a good start. Short, cut away, backward a point. Odin Smith give Chase. What a waste of time.
Of Harry Tector.
So take first delivery from Chase. Not good. Short outside the half stump. Take the off time, cut it away behind square. Smith have no chance. It runs into the boundary for 4. Just barely drifting back in. Not that's a very hint of turn. When I say a hint of turn, I'm not talking about Dujan hint. The ball will turn square and Dujan will say a hint of turn. But I'm talking about this is a real just hint of turn. And that will hit away down to long on for a singer who is 29. Pooran? Yeah, Pooran is 29. So Pooran came off the long on boundary field and a singer. Ireland is just cruising. They are just cruising to victory. At this time, they are just cruising to victory. They are cruising to victory like Australia. What Tector said, we know we have the beating of this team now. We should really be 2-0 up, you know, but we gave away the first match. So we are looking forward to the match today because we know we can win. Off the back foot, ease the ball down to the man on the cover boundary, another singer. You know,
6 runs off it.
that's another singer.
Getting double.
So Tector is just cruised to 19. 40 or 76 delivery, you know, you see it? Yeah, that's one that's hit away through mid wicket. Man's off the boundary, fields, another singer. This is the same problem that happened with the West Indies under 19 team on Friday. The team is chasing a small total and you only have 4 or 5 men inside the circle. You need at least 6. You need at least 6 to force them to clear the inner field. If you leave the gap in the inner field, they can just stroke the ball and run a single. And when they're chasing less than 4 runs and over to win, it's too easy. That's a good delivery from Chase. That's a good delivery from Chase, but he'll have to bowl 6 there. 118 for 2 at the end of the 24th over. And let's see if Pollard is going to continue. He must give Smith the ball now. He must give Smith the ball. So 7 runs off that over. Smith over went for for 11. So Joseph, Shepherd, and Hussein all gone 6 over. Older 2 for 16. Pollard 2 for 6. Very good statistics that, but it's not going to win you any match. Pollard cannot win you any match as a bowler. Pollard cannot win you a match as a bowler. So if we are building for the World Cup, we must give the youngsters who are playing match practice.
1 over, solitary
Match
over
practice.
Odean Smith. Jason Holder 2 for 16. Joseph and Hussein, the 2 wicket takers so far. A couple of catches went down off Shepherd and Akil Hussein.
So Pollard is going to continue.
The captain continues himself.
Pollard can't win the match. It is absolutely foolishness. Pollard cannot win the match. I think Joseph got a little indiscipline. Easy. That was easy. So the camera continued to pan on Odin Smith. He's on the long on boundary. You see, everybody knows. Everybody knows. And everybody knows, it seems, except Pollard. Nothing doing Pollard. Shut up. If you think him naked, call it for the review. Review it if you think him naked. Shut up, you little bully. What are you trying to do? Bully the umpire to make a decision? Then if you're so certain, call for the review. The man missed that by a mile.
That was what the appeal was for. Put the umpire off for a little bit.
Oh, easy. The man just easy on his back foot and just stroke it down to the man and the cover boundary for a single. You see,
Batters are quite comfortable. They're quite happy to just.
Ireland need less than 4 runs are over.
Runs required 3.6 runs.
Pollard can throttle in and turn over his hand, and they will just milk him for 3-4 runs are over. Because Pollard can't get any wicket unless.
You're already halfway there.
Pollard can't get any wicket unless you take a risk against him. You know? And when you're ready, if you. So he's again down to the man on the cover boundary. You can step in a Pollard if you want, you know. But you see, because England just need 4 runs are over for win, Ireland just need 4 runs are over.
From Kevin Pollard? Ooh. What's going on here?
Wow, you know that Tector edge the ball? Tector edge the ball, you know. Tector edge the ball and Holder never and Pollard never review it. Tector edge the ball and the bully try to bully the umpire instead of review it.
Well, West Indies have their 2 reviews. So if they heard something, they could have reviewed it. They chose not to because they won't convince themselves. But our ball tracking suggests that
Tector edge the ball. And so it's a second decision that this captain, the bully, the intimidator, the manipulator got wrong.
Again, 120 for 2.
103. So that was his effort ball. His effort ball was 103. They hedged the ball. The skipper got a wicket and refused to review it. Edged the ball. The umpire did not give the batsman out. So he can review it, and he did not review it. So he shouted at the umpire, tried to intimidate the umpire, tried to manipulate the umpire, tried to bully the umpire, because that's the sort of personality he demonstrates. But when it comes for him to think clearly, to make a right decision, he cannot. So that 2 decisions now. McBride, he need to shout and say Joseph catch so that Odin chase continuing. So that Odin doesn't run up into his man and it just poor from Odin Smith. Very, very, very poor. And secondly, That ball edge, and he did not review.
Harry Tector,
He did not review.
Donovan, the left-hander.
So,
Northwest of Ireland, and Harry Tector from YMCA Cricket Club in Dublin. Two marvellous institutions in Irish cricket.
chase to Tector.
Oh,
On the stump, Pollard field at short mid wicket.
who's on alongside me?
Just whip it to
Nicely
short
since our
mid
last
wicket
stint and
where
in complete control.
Pollard fields. So Ireland is in
Well, we'd have to say
complete
that
control. 121 for 2. Chase. On the stump, whipped away in front of square leg. Back of the square, sorry. Back of the square leg. Joseph comes across to his left field and they go through for a single. The bowling is tame. They need some pace.
They don't even need to hit a boundary.
Right.
And they're
Dujan says something that is right. He said that they do not need to hit a boundary. This ball was eased into the cover, no run. Dujan is right. They don't need to hit a single. Congratulations, Dujan. He said something that is right. He said they don't need to hit a single.
Should be a done deal.
Chase to McBride. Goes for the sweep, got the gloves. One from short mid wicket. That's Simmet. Comes across to his left.
It makes that
And they got a
91 runs
singer.
look like a lot more. So we just have to wait and see. Or the West Indies will have to wait and see if they can get something.
West Indies need to go bang, 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 bang here.
Partnership 50 between Tector and
They need to
McDonald.
get 4 wickets for the next 50 runs and set up something.
Well, they're just milking.
Because they're just milking it right now. You need a bowler to hurry them up.
26 ball, 124 for 2.
So Joseph gone 6. Shepherd gone 6. Your only chance is to give Smith the ball. You have to take that risk. His first over was wayward. He was all over the place. You have to give the young man the ball. So Pollard, who is he tired? Pollard seemed to be tired.
Captain Pollard with plenty on his plate. Plenty cricket on the horizon. T20 cricket around the corner. The Betway T20 series in Barbados.
So he gone back to Joseph.
Saturday, 22nd. 5 T20 international series against England. Ticket service brought by MasterCard. Hey, get your tickets.
I saw Shepherd went for 100 runs in an ODI.
Famous viewing area in Barbados.
And you see how Shepherd is bowling good now. If Odin don't have that experience,
Alzari Joseph back into the attack.
if Odin doesn't has that experience, I don't mean necessarily go for 100 runs.
Nicely.
But if he does have the experience to bowl in a match,
Shook it in and out for 3.
in an
Yeah,
international
good run by
match,
the youngster.
chance for a run out.
Well, McBride had to go. I just wonder, was there a chance for a bounce throw to skip the ball off the square?
They
as
got
opposed
3
to the,
there. Hussein.
lumpier throw from Akil Hussein, but good running from Ireland.
He put a lot of belly into that. Not sure if he would have had the power to really skid it in any quicker. But good running. They made up their mind that they were looking for 3 from the very beginning and ran hard.
Well, Ireland have been asking for a batter outside the likes of Balbirnie and Sterling to stand up and win matches for the country. And these 2 players here, McBride and Tector, have a chance to really ram this game home and win it in style. 43 off 82.
It's a bad drop by Joseph, you know.
Cross seamer from Alzari Joseph. Nicely played from McBride. A chance here for McBride to get close to a century and potentially a century if he bats through the innings and puts his foot down at the back end. 85 to win. He's on 44 not out.
Pollard can only ignore Odin Simmet because
80 not out. Solitary 50 against Sri Lanka many
no
years
crowd
ago.
is at Savannah
And
Park, you
everyone
know.
thought that was the catalyst for Andy McBride to really show the world and Ireland how good a batter he
And a lot of people are looking on
away a little bit, but
And I see what's going on here now.
Top of the order, number 3.
What?
Next 50 over World Cup.
There can't be a cricketing reason
It's a fair way away.
why Odin Smith is not bowling.
Be around till October, November 2023. So still a long way down the pipeline. The likes of William Porterfield, will he be around for that tournament? The likes of some of these young kids coming through the Under-19s World Cup force their way into the national side by then.
There can't be a cricketing reason why he's not bowling. Can't be. Shot, pull away.
Always one eye on the future, Jeffrey Dujon, whether you're playing 50 over, Test cricket or T20 in Ireland, I suppose, are planning a little bit like the West Indies are at the moment for that World Cup in 2023.
Yes, there would be. West Indies still searching around for the right combination, searching around for players. Batting doesn't seem to be settled yet. The bowling still has a long way to go. So it's good that it's that far away to give them some time to settle things down, because at present they're just sort of, they're off where they need to be, let's put it that way. And cricket itself is really not up to snuff.
Round the wicket, Alzari Joseph, change of angle. Hayden Walsh Jr. is somebody who may come into the equation. A wrist spinner. Been around the T20 side for a while. He's a talented cricketer, Hayden Walsh Jr.
130 for 2. Joseph is bowling, but is down on pace now. This is his seventh over
Very competitive.
in less than 2 hours.
I think there'll be a couple more.
And he used a lot of energy bowling, a lot of short ball to McBride. And the ball is older now, and they're just picking him off.
Necessarily a settled situation.
You know, I'm trying to understand, because as I said, it can't be cricketing reason. It can't be cricketing reason. It can't be cricketing reason. It is not. This is not cricketing. It can't be cricketing reason why Smith and Older only bowled 3 overs between them. So the Ireland worm have gone above the West Indies worm now. They are cruising. They need 83 from 138 deliveries. That's what 55 deliveries more than runs. So Ireland can soak up 55 balls and still win.
No scoreboard pressure whatsoever. 30 for 2 in the chase.
They need somebody who can go bang, bang, bang. So you have to take the risk with Odin. He can come and spray the ball, but Odin can go bang, bang, bang too. That's the type of person he is. So Chase to continue.
Chase to continue with his off breaks. McBride eyeing up an ODI 50.
So Chase in his third over. McBride ease the ball to cover Pollard field.
Well, marvelous part of the world, great weather, great activity. This is what it's all about. Getting out and about in the sunshine.
Got a Mystic Mountain, Raven
music in this part of the world.
Chase again.
Absolute joy to be in the Caribbean. Oh, that's trickling away
Trickle
for another
away for
boundary
4.
for Andrew McBride.
Pressure from the home
Boundary number
is on.
6 as he moves to 49.
Little bit of good fortune. Bottom edge.
Still 4, bottom edge
Gonna get
4.
those 2.
Chase to McBride.
Oh!
Hit him on the pad. He's on 49 now. McBride is on 49.
Another half century. He's taken 10 wickets in the series. Andrew McBride has contributed in every game with the bat as well. A real purple patch.
Plays the ball back to Chase. So he's on 49 from 87 delivery.
Campaign next month in Oman.
You see, the West Indies total is so slow. That man is on 49 from 88 delivery. Down the pitch, dry, ease the ball, down to long off. Gets a single. That's 89 and 89 ball half century in ODI cricket, and the team is not under any pressure. You see how small the 213 is. You see how pathetic the West Indies batting is.
It's pretty harsh on
The West Indies batting is very, very pathetic.
On the holding as well. Hit the ball very cleanly and well deserved 50.
Yeah, needs to kick on now. Needs to see this game home.
Chase to Tector.
Stop the finish. 28 overs bowled, 135 for 2. And with that, it's a wonderful time of the day. Blue Waters drinks break.
So drinks breaks after 2 hours. It's not cricketing reason why Simit not bowling. It can't be cricketing reason why Simit is not bowling. It can't be cricketing reason why Older is not bowling. Mark your Older is TM nowadays, so Older is probably 125. But Simit is capable of bowling 140, 145 with the old ball. You must bowl it. That's how we know the cricket play. You must bowl it. Shepherd, I remember last year Shepherd run for 100 runs in an ODI. And you see how Shepherd is bowling good today. Without certain experience, without much pressure experience. If Pooran or Hope was captain in this side, Simit would have bowled more over already. Older would have bowled more over. If Pooran or Hope was captain in this side would have made more than 213 runs today. I'm telling you, there's an intimidatory factor around the leadership of this team. And I am calling for Simmons and Pollard to step down. It is time that Simmons and Pollard step down from West Indies cricket. Full time that they step down. It is clear that they
Ireland in complete control. Total dominance here in match 3.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Please remember to slash a like on the video, share and subscribe. Ireland is cruising to victory. So thank you all for tuning in. Ireland 130 for 2, chasing 213. They need just 80 runs for victory. Matt Bryan is on 50.
Fairly non-threatening at times. Joseph has banged the ball in. For 19 from a 7.
Unfortunate that Simit made Joseph drop the catch. Older drop a dolly at slip. Pollard refused to review a hedge.
78 to win from 132.
The batting was poor.
Jeffrey Dujon alongside me.
135
not quite last throw of the dice,
for
but they
2.
need to do something fairly quickly.
So Joseph the ball is 8 over.
Yes, I reckon it will have to be in the next.
So thank everyone for
6 or 7
tuning in.
overs.
And please remember to slash a like on the video, share and subscribe. Talk to you soon.
Instability.